Believers, this is SuperZombgbbQ, and today we are going to be talking about Last Man Standing, because I know a lot of people, and one of the biggest banes of people's opinions, their patience with Last Man Standing, is it costs a lot of money, a lot of dollar, a lot of creditos. Well, today's video is going to be talking, because we did one before, but this time it's much more updated, of how you, yes, you can get yourself a top 100 place in Last Man Standing, which will get you a crazy overpowered card without spending almost a dime. In fact, potentially saving you a lot of cash. Because since we got Triple H, which is the last video I did for this, some things have massively changed. And you need to be paying huge amounts of attention to this to get yourself the highest rank possible with the lowest amount of credits spent. So if you want me to make more Last Man Standing videos, even potentially going up as far as number 1 to number 5 place, some easy guides for there, make sure you smash that like button as hard as you possibly can and subscribe to the channel using that big red button and ring that damn bell to make sure you notifications on so you don't miss a single video. Let's get right into it. So the first bit of advice I will give you is that if we are in a month where we've got login bonuses, and let's just say Last Man Standing has been announced and you're 3 weeks in or 2 weeks in, wherever the Last Man Standing is in the month, try to use your login bonuses as much as possible. For example, we're going to be having the next pack show up in login bonus for up to 21 days. So we're going to have 2 days and then we're going to have another login bonus. So you want to be claiming all of these login bonuses to get as many credits as possible. And I'll tell you the reason why in just a second. So we're just going to grab all these cards because honestly, these don't make a difference to you at all. Unless you're like in the lower tier. But we're going to go to the second login bonus, which is going to give us these enhancements. I'm not sure if we get some credits to this one. Creditos. Yes, 50 credits. Thank you very, very much. So we've just got ourselves 150 credits right there just from doing this. Now, here we go. So we're going to get the last, which we're going to get ourselves 5 picks off the board. And that's also going to be very useful as well. You'll find out in a second. And then this last one, we're going to get ourselves another 150 credits. Why are the credits important? Well, as you'll see, well, I've already bought the pack, but there's a pack for 200 credits, which gets you 10, I believe, reveals blocks. Use the credits on those, and I will, it's just, trust me, just do it. The other thing is to focus on the free packs. The free packs will give you 1 reveal and 1 block every time you open one. Make sure you're watching the ads as well, and get as many of those free reveals and blocks as you possibly can. Now, the next thing that comes up, I'm just going to check to see how many blocks and reveals I've got, and then we will then move on into the trick number 2 of how to get as many blocks and reveals as you can without spending as anywhere near as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this block. Let's just check. There we go. I've got it now. So if I now back out of this, I can now actually obtain blocks and reveals from the draft board, because if you've got 10 out of 10, it doesn't actually allow you to pick any more. So take advantage of Royal Rumble is the second thing to do. This game mode gives you 12, yes, 12 picks for a win. Easy deck. All you gotta do is have commons, uncommon females, or common, uncommon males with 2 overpowered event style cards. So for example, Nia Jax I've got here, and Carmella. But for example, if I was to switch this across, I could technically go for Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch. But if I wanted to, I could go down to SummerSlam and go for Emma and Asuka. Or I could go to Beast, Monster, Titan, go to Titan. I could use Paige and Nikki Bella, or Lita, or Sasha Banks. And if we keep going downwards, Ultimate, I can use Alexa Bliss. If I go to WrestleMania 33, I can use Alexa Bliss there as well. I would always recommend using event level cards. Any kind of event level females you get, keep them, because during this mode, they are absolutely amazing. So you're going to just want to play this. Now, here's a big hint. You're going to go through, once you've got your 10 reveals and 10 blocks. You're going to go through Last Man Standing, and at the moment I've got all the way to Arena 36, 37 without spending a single credit other than that pack. So it's good at the moment. Last Man Standing does throw some big problems up though, and the biggest problem is that you sometimes lose matches. Well, this is going to be a huge solution for you. Just literally play Royal Rumble. You set it up, you walk away. That simple. I know it sounds absolutely bonkers. You just set it up, walk away, and let it do the job for you, because I'm going to speed this game up.
But it's literally automatically picking. Every 10 seconds, it automatically picks a card for you. So whilst I'm losing at the moment, and there is a chance you can lose, but you still get 6 picks from it, you'll see here that once my Nia Jax and my Carmella come out, they are just going to wipe the floor. And most of the time with these decks, you're facing bots all the time. You're going to get anything from 6 to 12, potentially more picks from this game mode every single time, and you're going to see the difference it makes. So at the moment, I'm getting my ass kicked. This might not be the best example, because at the moment, Nia Jax and Carmella aren't coming out. So they've decided they want to stay in today. So there's Carmella. That's good. Okay, so Carmella's going to show up. I'm not sure if we've got enough time to get this into a win, but here is, you wait for a bus and 2 show up at once. So there we go. Carmella comes in. Paige is beaten. We're now going to go to another toughness match. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, here goes. So we got 1. I don't think we're going to get the W this time. But, and this is a really bad example, I apologise. But seriously, it does work. And 9 times out of 10, you win. So you can see here, I'm going to draw, almost draw. And that's only because I got screwed over by the tag. So, here we go. 8 to 7. Not bad. 6 picks off the board. Literally, you can just let the game play, and you've got 3 picks off the board, just by leaving it play. I've got 54 picks here and more with an ad, which I can just keep going, and I'll get myself some reveals and some blocks off of the board. So you'll see here, get myself a Monster AJ Styles, nice. Toughness, so we're going to keep going, hopefully we get some reveals and blocks.
Tyson Kidd, energy, there's a block, there we go, so I can't get any more blocks, but I can get reveals off the board, so hopefully I can. And if you keep doing this, it's so simple, you will end up getting multiple blocks, multiple reveals, which are going to allow you to potentially even get a tier pull, maybe, and also get you through LMS even easier. So to keep going in here, Dolph Ziggler, are we going to get any more? There we go, 2, 1. So that wasn't as helpful as I was expecting, but we did get ourselves our last block, and literally, by doing this every single time, if I used the ad, I probably would have got another reset. You're going to get yourselves reveals and blocks off of the board, and this is just by simply playing Royal Rumble. If you have a half an hour cooldown on Last Man Standing, you can just literally wait, play Royal Rumble, and then jump straight back into Last Man Standing afterwards. Another big tip I can give you, and this is trick number 3, is play King of the Rings. You just want to get through the first round. Why? Well, if you get through the first round, you get 10 picks. You get into the second round, even if you lose, you get 15 picks. That's 25 picks per King of the Ring, which means, and you can keep going to the final if you want to, but honestly, like I'm doing right now, I am just going through the qualifiers to SmackDown Live or Raw, and then I'm just going to quit out. I'm just going to not energize at all. I'm going to lose the game on purpose, and I'm going to get myself 25 picks for doing so, which is a godsend and adds on top of the picks regardless of how many you've got. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is really in the game itself, and this is talking about when to use blocks, when to use reveals. So in the early, I think up until Arena 25, I think, you don't have any risk of losing without using blocks and reveals. So honestly, don't use blocks and reveals for the early arenas. You don't need to. If there's any ability for you to sit back without using a block and a reveal, I strongly recommend you do it if you are using no credits, because trust me, it's just 100% worth it. Do not waste credits, do not waste blocks and reveals on early stages. Hold back until you get to latter stages, and then you're going to really need them. So you're going to get 2 blocks and reveals every 2 hours. If you keep playing Royal Rumble mode, you don't even have to play, you can just set it up and let it go. You are going to get yourself more and more of these blocks and reveals. So I'm going to play another game here. I'm going to show you how I use the blocks and reveals in these arenas. Now there are a couple of pinch arenas, okay? And when I say pinch arenas, these are the very, very toughest arenas. And they are Arena 47, Arena 73, I believe, or 72, and Arena 91 all the way to 99 are very, very hard. You're not going to really want to go that high. And in fact, most people don't ever get that high. But you will get yourself potentially a card within the top 1,000 or even the top 250, 500 just by getting yourself to past Arena 47. I remember in the last Roman Last Man Standing, there was a person who got to Arena 47 and didn't get any further and still got themselves a card in the top 500. So it's still worth just keep on chugging, keep going through, use as many blocks and reveals as you can, and just try to get through it. It is a big gamble. It takes time to absolutely perfect it. But I shouldn't have used that original block, by the way, because I used it to showcase that I could get it. I could get blocks off the board, and don't do what I did and use a block first thing. I did that so I could actually pull something off the board. So what you want to do is keep all the blocks, all the reveals back until you need them. Up until Arena 47, you'll have one block and one reveal. When you get up to the next set, you are going to be able to use 2 reveals and 2 blocks. So again, if you can hold any back, apart from Arena 47, you need to be doing that, because otherwise you will suffer otherwise. Let's keep going. Let's hopefully we get another obstacle here. But it does get harder and harder and harder as we go through to Arena. Well, I think Arena 43 or 45. I think it just keeps getting progressively harder, and then you start getting to the really harsh arena, where it's literally a 50-50 pick. And just take your time. The first couple of losses, just pay attention so you don't lose. And if you're not got any reveals or blocks, remember with Last Man Standing you can just leave. So literally, I've got no reveals, no blocks left. Cool, I just left. No problem. I've just left the game. Thank you very much. I will just take my ball and I will just go for a little bit. So now I'm going to use a reveal, which means I can go into getting the remainder of my cards and my points on the board, and I don't have to worry about any obstacles, any blocks. Just literally keep going. No more stuff needs to be used or it can't be used, but I am literally good to go for the rest of this, which means I'm going to get as many points as possible. Now, if you want to and you got the credits in some of the arenas, yes, use multipliers. But honestly, if you don't have the credits or you don't want to spend the credits, I wouldn't say it's a wise thing to use multipliers. If you just keep going, keep on chugging, getting yourself to Arena 47, I wouldn't necessarily think you need to use multipliers though. And some people get really lucky with Arena 47. But keep going until you get up to that point, using the stuff I've said in this upload. And trust me, you will get a better result in Last Man Standing. And the thing is, using credits is a choice. I've just got a notification on my phone saying that my free packs are ready. That's 2 reveals and 2 blocks that I can use straight away. So this is a way of absolutely 100% improving your luck and your ability to succeed in Last Man Standing. We're spending as little credits as physically possible. And as long as you get in the top 10,000, you're going to get yourself a reward anyway. You're going to get yourself Ric Flair or whoever the Last Man Standing. Just to recap on that. So number 1, you want to be using your login bonus credits and grabbing yourself the LMS pack that comes up every single day. Even if you just do one day, you're good, because that will get you at least to Arena 30, Arena 40 without having to spend any credits. Second thing is to go to your free packs. Make sure you take advantage. Your free packs set alerts, anything like that. Just make sure you're taking advantage of those. The third thing is to use Royal Rumble to its advantage. You get 12 and you don't even have to play the game mode. You can just leave it there and just let it play itself, and you'll get 6 to 12 picks just from letting it play itself. Then King of the Rings, simple. Just get yourself into the first 2 rounds and you're Gucci. Then obviously watch ads as well, because the more picks you get off the board, the more likely you're going to get reveals, etc. And the last thing is to not waste your blocks and reveals. When you get up to the harder arenas, 47 for example, I've mentioned that arena a lot, you are going to be in the real pinch areas where you're going to need to put as many of these blocks and reveals into the game to try and get yourself up to the next level. So you really want to be saving all your blocks and reveals. If you don't need to use them, don't use them. Nice and simple. But that has been it from me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope these tips, these hints, these tricks are really helpful to you and they help you get a better Ric Flair card or whatever Last Man Standing card it is. I've been SuperZomgBBQ. You have been awesome. Make sure you like this video if you want to see more Last Man Standing or any event tricks. Make sure you comment in the comment section if I have helped you. And make sure you subscribe by pressing that big red button and hit that bell to stay notified of my uploads. That's me done. One last thing, and that is to zombie!
I am a man at war, and I am fighting for